I mean? Okay. All right.
I called him Bradley Brohorse, and I was mad. Zach, I didn't say it. I don't even know who he's talking.
Where's the other camera?
Hello, can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me?
Bradley Brohorse.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me, fam?
Where's the other cameraman?
What are some of the subjects of your comic books?
What's the subject?
Just don't worry. What are some of the subjects of your comic books, and what are their names? Well, no, actually, he just said he only had one.
Yeah.
So. What is the
Name of the comic book.
subject
Yeah.
of your comic?
A little bit. kind of nervous,
And
though,
what
really.
is its
Saul, get ready. Saul.
Bradley Feldman, what did you say about me? Now, I know Bradley Feldman said when I say something.
5.
Oh my god, I have to piss. Hi, welcome to Levels TV. I'm Brian Blessy with the Rosh McConney.
I.
Today we're going to talk to Chad Damiani about his comics that he draws himself. Now, if you've ever seen Chad's work, you know that it's good. And sitting to my right is Chad Damiani. Hi, Chad. Okay. Chad, I guess we'll start off with when did you start and why are you interested in comic books?
Well, I started, I guess, like a year ago, and I got interested in it, like, because I collect comic books, and I just got interested. I said, hey, wouldn't it be great if I could make my own comic book? And so that's what I did, and it's right here.
Okay, Chad, how many comic books have you ever drawn?
Well, this is my first one, but I'm thinking about making a sequel to it because I really enjoy it, and I think most people that have seen it have enjoyed it too, and so that's what I think I should do.
Okay, what is the subject of your comic book and what is it, what's it, sorry about that. And what's its name?
Well, originally, the name was Cosmotron, and then I changed it to X-Power, and then I thought to myself, there's so many X's that I didn't really want to do it, so then I changed it back to Cosmotron, and that's the cover that I'm doing right now, which I'm working on, and it's this one. Okay?
Okay.
And that's the one.
Okay, Chad. Did anyone inspire you to do this, and who?
Well, no one really inspired me. Although my friend Michael Kripel, who is a very good friend of mine, and if you're watching out there, Michael, here's looking at you. Anyway, he helped me a lot, and but mostly I thought of it myself, and I just inspired myself, with this great burning feeling that I really wanted to do this, and I like to draw a lot, so that's what happened.
All right, Chad, which is your favorite character?
Basically, my favorite character is the first one, which is Cosmotron, because he's basically the same, which is the first cover that I produced, because I guess it was an original storyline, and it was very creative, and the second one wasn't really that into it, so I stick with the first one.
Okay, Chad, are you going to sell any at upcoming Level comic conventions?
I'm not sure. That's hard to say. I might do it if I get good enough, and they look professional enough. I'm not sure yet if people will be willing to buy it if they're homemade made. So I might just stick to making them, and then maybe go on to something higher after that.
Okay, what are you planning to be when you grow up?
Well, I've been hoping that I would become a comic book drawer because I really enjoy it, and it would be nice to see myself in the years to come to become something that I would enjoy doing instead of having to go into work and know I'd have to hover over something and not enjoy it. This way, it would be something fun that I can do, and I'd still be making some good money.
Okay, Chad, do you collect comic books, and also where did you get the name Cosmotron, and why did you choose it?
Well, I do collect comic books, and I've got a good collection, and I like to do it because I enjoyed reading them. And I came up with the name Cosmotron just by toying around with it. Once I had the idea in my head of what I was going to draw and what I was doing, I got the name down. It took me a while. It took me about maybe 3 weeks or so just to get the name because I wanted a name that would really basically express what my character was about and like what his power was. So I picked Cosmotron for one of the energies which he has power of.
Okay, Chad. What comic book inspired you to do this, or what book on how to draw inspired you to do this?
Well, mostly my X-Men comic books inspired me because I really enjoy the X-Men. I think they're greatly well done, and recently their new books have been really excellent. And so I really enjoyed it, and um, and it's been really great, and I really enjoy it. So it's fun.
Let's see some of your other drawings, maybe up here
Okay.
that you've done in the comic.
Okay. Right here, this is my recent cover which I've done, and it's the supposedly supposed to be my final copy of which I'm gonna do. And right here, this is my first page, and this is the very first page I started on. And here's the second page of which I do. And in this one, this is where he cuts himself, and the experiment he has been working on, which is Dr. Damiani. I based him after me, and this is where he gets cut, and that's what happens. And then this is my third page, and lots of stuff happens here. And this is my fourth page where he undergoes transformations of sorts, and that's the basically where he gets his powers. This is the last page where he has to get away because of identity crisis, which he finds out may affect him in years to come. This was a recent cover that I was working on, but there were so many mistakes I didn't decide to do it. And this was X Power. This was the name that I thought I was going to do, but since there were too many X's in comic books, I decided to change it. This was an older one, which I did, and as you can see, some of the detail isn't as into it as my other one I had, which is this one. Not as much detail in it. And that's why I mostly changed this, and I didn't really like the name that much. This was the very original copy, which I had done, and it took me a while to plan this one out. And this is the one that I had done that was bears the name Cosmotron, which is the very first one I did, and I worked pretty hard on. But I didn't like it because it didn't have that much detail, and now that comes to the one which I am recently doing called Cosmotron, also right here.
Okay, looks good to me.
Yeah, okay, Chad, what do your parents think about you drawing comic books?
Well, I guess they're really proud of me because, they're glad that I'm doing this and this interview. And they're glad that I can draw. And they're very proud of me for doing this and having some talent, which I can express and show to people.
Okay, thank you, Chad, for your time, and good luck in the future with your comic books. And goodbye from Levels TV.
Right, bye.
See you.
Okay, and now here's a little calendar of the upcoming Levels events. On October 25th, we're going to have decoration for the party for Halloween, which will be held here on October 26th. November 2nd will be a rock concert featuring two South bands, Passive Resistance and 0 Hour. Then on November 8th, we're going to have Seance Night Part 2. Seance Night Part 1 went really well, and it's back by popular demand. The next day is going to be a concert with the New Levels Jazz Ensemble, so that's going to be the 9th. Now, skipping down to November 21st, we're going to have the Junior Levels Nintendo Playoffs. So that's been held here before, so that's kind of like a regular event. And on November 30th is going to be the Garage Sale, which has been postponed from an earlier date. And that is basically it. Anything to add?
I'm flaky, man.
That's it, guys. You can